Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with On Track by Emphyrio. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have Chinese whisper lines in the grid. Those are these red lines in the grid. Let's do this really short. Let's do one of these long ones, just as an example. So what it means is that adjacent digits along the line must have a difference of at most 2. So if I put, say, a 5 here, we need a difference of at most 2 against this 5. So I can't put a 3, I can't put a 2, because the difference between 5 and 2 is 3, which is not at most 2. So I could put a 3 here, I could put a 4 here. Technically, I could put a 5 here, but Sudoku does not allow that. But if we did have a line in this grid that went on diagonal, that would be allowed. Like a diagonal across here, for example. But we don't have that, so don't worry about it. So if this is a 5, this has to be 3 or 4. And then from there, say if we had a 4 here, this has to be still within 2 of the 4. So we could do, say, a 6. And that's it. Oh, that's not it. There was also killer cages. Killer cages in the grid, just we have these cells that are surrounded by dotted lines. Those are called cages. There's a clue in the top left, in this case a 9. The digits in the cage sum to the value in the top left. So these two sum to 9. Now that's it. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Actually, a good place to start is this 11 and 10 cage, because 11 in a 6x6, to achieve that, you have to do 5 plus 6 if you can't repeat a digit, which you can't. Over here, we have to do 4 plus 6. It's the only way to get 10. Okay. So, trying to think what happens here. Now, the 9 is either going to be 3, 6, or 4, 5. We don't know which, but the 1 and the 2 do not go there, which is maybe important. Okay, there are 6s are used up in these two boxes. The 6 is here and the 6 is here, so neither of these are 6. I'm not sure if that helps considerably. What this can't be is 4, 5, right? If this was 4, 5, these would both be 6. That would be no good. We could do 3, 5 pretty easily. All right, well, let's think about how this changed then. So let's pretend this was the 6. The 6 could not go down to 5. So the only thing next to the 6 would be a 4, which means that because the 6 is using the 4, the 5 is going to have to use the 3. So actually, this is going to be a 3-4 pair. Now, the 4 is going to use the 2, which means the 3 has to use the 1. We don't know which way it goes, but that actually fills exactly this way. With a 1-2 pair here and a 3-4 pair here. They're actually linked even more than that. Okay, so what about the 6 here? The 6 would not be able to go down to 4, so it would have to go down to 5 only. Which means the 4 could not use the 5. The 4 uses the 2 or the 3. It's not as exciting, but we end up with 2, 3, 5 here. Trying to think if there's anything interesting about that. I don't necessarily want to go all the way here. These aren't 5, I guess, so they're from 1, 2, 3 only. Because again, the 5 is next to the 6. The only thing that can go next to the 6 here. So maybe it has to do with, okay, if this is a 6, it goes 6, 4, 2. So evens and odds, I guess, go together here. So if this was 6, 4, 2, this ends up the 4. Okay, so in the case that this is 6, 4, 2, this 4 can't end up with a 2 here. So I don't think these can be 2, for what it's worth. I'm not sure how helpful that is. Which does mean that these can't be 3. So we end up with pairs again. I feel like I'm missing the point to this puzzle, though. We have 2 lows used of 1, 2, 3. Not sure how helpful that is. It's not this, is it? I don't see how. Is it the 6 now? So 6 is either 1, 5 or 2, 4 only. Aha, yeah, so that's a virtual 1, 2 pair here. What do I mean by a virtual 1, 2 pair? Well, this is a 1 or 2 for sure. And the 6 cage has a 1 or a 2 in it. We don't know which cell it's in, but it has a 1 or a 2 in it. So for this row, we've used up all the 1s and 2s. So this can't be a 1. And just to think about it, if this was a 1, this would be a 2, and this would be 4 plus 5 is 9, which does not add to 6. So this is the 3. This is the 1. Doot, doot, doot. We get the 2 here, so this is 4, 6, 5, 3, 1. This is 4, 2, 6, 5, 3. There we go. This is a 2, 4 only, because this is 2 or 4, so the other one has to be 2 or 4 to add to 6. This is not 4, so that's not 5. Nice, that's good progress. This is a pair. This is 5 and 6. We actually know the order of them. Okay. I suppose I could put 1, 2, 4 here and 2, 4, 6 here for what it's worth. 6 goes here. The 1 goes here. All right, what can we do now? How about 1 and 2 are gone. I need a 4 over here. I need a 1 down here. 1 down here, 4 up here. Huh. Need a 5 up here. Can this be 5? It could be. We could go 5, 3, I believe. Darn, okay. We have 4 down here. Oh, what am I missing? 6 looks up. 6 is one of these two. I'm not sure that does anything. 5's in one of these two. They don't go together, so they're like this. Either like that or like that, the 5 and the 6. They don't go together because that adds to 9. Is it this then? I don't see how. We can freely put 1, 2, or 3 on it. Okay, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 5 on here, and that's not a 5. I'm not seeing it. Maybe there's a sneaky restricted cell somewhere. All right, I guess I should just start penciling stuff. So we know these are from 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, there we go. It's this cell, this sneaky cell. So this can't be 3 plus 6 is 9 because this can't be 4 or 5. There we go. So this is a 4, 5, and we know the order, which gives us the 3, 6 order. Gives us this 6. There we go. I think that should do it. This is 2 and 4. This is 1 and 4. 2 and 6. That's a 4. This can't be 1 or 2. This is a 5. That puts a 5 here and a 3 there. All right, this is 1 and 3. We know the order because of that 3. We need a 1 and a 2 in this box. This column needs a 3. This row needs a 2, and we need a 1. And we're done. All right, so it's because I just didn't pencil enough. Or I didn't notice that this cell couldn't be 4 or 5. That was the key there. Cool, nice puzzle, Emphyrio. I liked how these just were forced to resolve in a particular way, including the 10 cage, because of the interaction with the other side. These ended up not being able to be 2s, which was interesting. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.